Music that moves you on 101.5. This is Radio Plus.
So good evening, you're listening to the PM Music Cafe. I'm Paul.
I'm Mark.
And here he is. And happy Christmas, Mark.
Happy Christmas, Paul. How are you?
There we go. I've got a present for you.
Oh, thank
you. need to slide that green button and do what it says.
Oh, okay.
I'll
do that.
Okay, Christmas show. Here we go.
No
we're absolutely delighted to say that in the first half of tonight's show, we have Becki and the Dove. And they are sat in front of me. They can shout hello if they wish.
Hello.
There you go. That was living proof.
Definitely here.
There. And, here we're still going. Guitars are still going. And half of Martin and Claire are going to be here shortly.
Which half?
I'm not sure.
Is it half of Claire and half of Martin?
That
would be hideous.
That would be. Martin's on his way if he's listening. Take your time, mate. No problem. And then the third hour of tonight's show, the Polaris are behind you, look. See, that works. Are feverishly getting ready in the studio to be our live room session band this evening. Do you know, what is this noise in the background?
I'm not even going to...
Is it something Christmassy?
It's Christmassy. It's not so silent night, I think.
Listen to this. That's not you, is it?
No, fortunately.
Good. Okay, so, well, enough rabbiting. We'll get on with it. Would you like a real weather introduction this time?
Go on then.
You can't. Not yet, because he hasn't finished.
He's tripped over his guitar now. There we go. Excellent.
I think that's it. That's enough, is it? Are you ready?
Carry on.
Right, here we go then.
Radio Plus Weather. Radio Plus Weather.
Brought to you courtesy of the Met Office.
Right, let's go down to business. Cloudy, windy and mild with rain, mainly across the hills. There we go.
Call us now on 024 777 124 00. That's 024 777 124 00.
So you can call us now if you wish. And actually, you could speak to Becki and the Dove if you want, because they're here. They are indeed. Can we have some microphones, Mark, as you're the engineer-in-chief this evening? That'd be lovely, thank you. So, absolutely delighted that you guys have made it in. So, good evening.
Thank you.
So, you can introduce yourselves if you wish.
I shall. We'll start at this end because
We always start my end.
A's in the alphabet first.
Okay.
I'm Andy Dove.
Yep.
Everyone knows me as the Dove, hence the name.
Ah.
That's my surname. I get a lot of strange questions about that.
Okay, we'll get some ready for you later.
Yep, brilliant. Yep. And to my right, maybe left if you're looking.
I am Becki Morgan.
I don't think it really matters on radio.
No, they don't
doesn't.
have visuals, do they?
No.
Yeah, maybe.
Sorry, Becki.
I
you
am
were
Becki
saying.
Morgan, and hence
Yeah.
the Becki bit.
So you put the two
That's it.
together and you
And
get
got
Becki and the Dove, really.
Oh, it's amazingly clever.
It usually generally gets called Andy and the Dove by my own parents.
Yeah.
That's
So,
not very helpful, is it?
Yeah.
When they forget their own daughter is part of it.
Yeah, it's quite
not great.
hurtful.
Never mind. And you've been here before, have you?
Yeah, I was here last year for the Amplified Takeover
Indeed.
with
You're
Old
part of
Rosie,
Old
my old
Rosie,
band.
yes,
yeah.
indeed. And did you? How was that for you?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun actually. Quite noisy.
It was a great evening. I'm afraid I only stayed around to listen to a couple of tracks because I had a prior engagement, but my feedback that I had from everybody was that it was superb.
Thank you very much.
So tonight is a much quieter affair, isn't it?
Just a
yeah,
smidge.
you'd say so.
And are you still doing Old Rosie stuff then?
I'm not, unfortunately.
Okay.
That folded, but this is the new venture, you could say.
Absolutely. And so how long have you been working together then?
Since June this
We've
year.
been gigging since June.
Not long really, but it's been going very well for the short amount of time.
Yes, definitely.
Good. So you're busy.
Definitely.
Good.
The diary is quite full.
And we'll get you to tell us about what you're up to and the kind of things you do. And we've got some tracks that you've recorded that we are gradually feeding into the system as we speak. But before then, how about playing something for us live, and then we'll get the
we'd
chance
love to.
Yeah, we'd love to.
What would you like to do?
We're gonna get everybody in the, if they're not already festive, in the festive spirit, and do Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh,
That's
fabulous.
quite a
Is he,
bunch.
though? That's what I want to know.
Well,
Well,
we'd
I'm
like to
hoping
know,
so.
yeah. I mean,
We've been quite good this year.
Okay.
We're
We're
working
pretty
really
upset
hard.
if he's not coming to town.
So we're hoping he's coming to
And
town.
how many sleeps have we got, do you think?
Oh God, I've forgotten. Isn't it like 10?
Well,
didn't
there's
bring
some
my
debate about
calculator.
this today. I'm not sure. I think it's
It's
8.
9 or 10. Or something like
One
that.
or two.
I really don't know.
No, we'll work that out
Hope
while
it's
you're
not too
singing.
many more.
Okay, over to you.
All right.
Cheers.
You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa
Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm really excited now. That's really got us into the spirit. Thank you so much for that. I didn't realise this. I just did a bit of gospeling according to Wikipedia, Mark, to find out how old that song is. Do you know when it was written? Anybody?
I literally have no clue.
No.
Have a guess.
Oh, God, no.
1930s or something like that.
Yeah, did you read this?
I didn't, no.
1934, actually.
That was the year I was going to say.
By John Frederick Coots and Haven Gillespie, even before I was born, Mike.
I had no clue.
That long ago?
Yes.
Good songwriters back then.
Absolutely. Now, it's been covered by lots of people. Who can name somebody by who?
Jackson 5 covered it.
That's all I mean.
They did, absolutely.
I think that's the version everybody knows.
Oh, I think it is. Unfortunately, Rod Stewart appears to have covered it, but I'm delighted to say we don't have his version.
Andy tends to talk about Rod Stewart quite a bit.
Rod Stewart? Stevie Wonder?
That's a bit worrying, Andrew.
It is slightly.
On radio as well, so people can hear you.
All the embarrassment.
Yeah, other people notable. Pentatonics, actually. Have you come across Pentatonics?
I have.
Fabulous voices, yeah.
Brilliant.
Danny Minogue, I think we get that one a miss. Michael Bublé.
Oh, I do love a bit of Michael Bubbles. I do.
Okay.
Especially at Christmas. He always seems to be out at Christmas, doesn't he? Everybody seems to get his new Christmas CD.
Bring him out of the cupboard.
He's going to run out of Christmas songs very soon.
Just re-release them then.
On Boxing Day.
Just re-release them then once you've run out.
The Carpenters, Neil Diamond, the Pointer Sisters, Frank Sinatra. There's loads of them.
Does it have?
The Beach Boys, actually.
Bill Murray in Ghostbusters on there because he sings that in there.
Does he?
It's a little bit of a geek has one for you there.
Fun fact.
Yes, that is a bit of a geek, really, isn't it? It's almost as bad as Alvin and the Chipmunks, who allegedly also did a version.
Oh, great.
Yes. So you're in good company.
Yeah.
That's the
We
thing.
are. Me and Alvin are best buds.
Good stuff.
Has to
Okay,
be
fantastic.
said.
Thank you. So Becki and Love, you've been around since June, did you say?
June.
Indeed,
You started
yes.
working together. And how did you meet, or how did you know each other then? Or did you just randomly bump into each other in a corridor?
Party. We actually met at a party. Very, very messy party.
One which I almost broke my back in, actually.
Yes, there was an incident with a trampoline and somebody falling off a trampoline, even though there was a net on the trampoline.
Oops.
Right through that net, onto the slabs.
It was quite funny, actually. Me and my friend found it absolutely hilarious.
So what did you do? Sing to the stricken Andy? And he
I
thought,
just
she's got a good
laughed.
voice.
Me and my friend just laughed and watched Andy, and then the next morning I got a text. Did I fall off the trampoline last night? Yeah.
With guitar in
Yes,
hand.
you
Oh, goodness. Okay, and so you must have at some point had a conversation that you discovered that one of you could sing and one could play guitar.
Yes, we did. I got a text on May Bank
Randomly
Holiday. It
saying,
was.
"Can you sing?"
Do you fancy joining forces and doing music? Yes, of course, that'd be great.
And
And
it kind of went swimmingly from there, really.
went very, very well.
Oh, good. Okay, and so Becki, where did you start singing? How did that
I
come
started
about?
singing through a play. I was musical theatre girl. I was
Sure.
a theatre child, and I did musical theatre for absolutely years. And they're
Okay,
my
carry on.
family.
I'm pointing at something for somebody else's benefit. So, okay, so musical theatre. So you
musical
brought up on
theatre.
that then, and
And I just went from there really, and then I learnt to play guitar from a man called Andy Walker, and he pushed me into gigging, even though I adamantly refused and was like, "No, I am not doing it." And he made me do it, and I went from there and did solo stuff on my own.
Yep.
And
was
then,
that stuff you'd written then, or just
Yeah, I
covers?
did a lot of stuff I'd written, and a lot of covers, like pop covers. And also then I joined a band. I was
Yep.
in a band for a while with a group of guys who were fantastic.
Okay.
And then that went downhill, unfortunately. And then found Andy.
And is this all around the rugby area?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
My solo stuff went a bit further afield. I was at theatre school in Kenilworth.
Okay.
So my phone keeps going.
Even closer to home, actually, closer to
Quite close to home,
Coventry.
but it
Indeed.
was enjoyable. Really, really loved it. Theatre. I'd love to go back to theatre.
Good.
Loved it.
Okay. And do you still keep your hand in, as it were, in any way, shape or form? with
No, I
theatre?
don't, and it's such a shame. I wish I could, but it's just this is taking up a lot of my time. We're so busy. We have to rehearse. We have to get the songs down. But there's no regrets about it. I'd love to go back to theatre at some point, but this is my
just waiting for the
priority.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Excellent, good. And Andy, what about your kind of musical pedigree and background?
Yeah,
There's a
it's a long story. I've been
Oh, we've
playing
got all
guitar.
night.
Well, yeah, I've got some time to kill. My dad took me to a concert when I was very young, and it was noisy and loud, and came out the next day without a voice, and I thought that was kind of cool. And guitar seemed to be a cool thing. And I got a guitar for Christmas a long time ago, actually, and I didn't really do much with it. But then one day I sort of sat down and thought, I might as well put this to use, and I began teaching myself basic chords, and it kind of went from there,
Okay.
Eventually got an electric guitar, and it progressed from there. And played in a few bands, covers bands, original bands, varying styles, and it's just kind of grown out of that really. We have a really good music scene in Rugby, so
indeed, yeah. And although we're in Coventry, we count ourselves as quite close cousins, and as you know, we have quite a link up with Rob.
Yes,
Rob
great guy.
And,
Rob's fantastic.
He keeps us in touch with what's going on the music scene. So it's great to have you across.
Thank you.
What I thought we might do, we'll perhaps talk a little bit more in a moment if I'd like to, but before that, we could play one of the tracks that you've recorded recently. So not sure which one you'd like to choose, but all three are here.
I'm going to go for City Freaks.
Yeah. Let's go for that one.
Let's go for City Freaks.
Let's do that then, and then we can have a bit more Christmas stuff then, can't we, after that? So,
Brilliant.
So here we go. This is Becki and the Dove, and this is City Freaks. Fantastic. That's City Freaks, and that's Becki and the Dove. And guys, how did that song come about then? Let me put your microphone up.
Ooh, good question. I didn't expect this one. I generally didn't. I didn't prepare anything for this.
Okay, like you could just
We
say,
were
well, we
sat there
found
like, what
it.
kind of questions will they ask
Yeah, I was
us?
just going to make a list, but
Oh, you won't guess all of our questions.
it's
No
not
way.
really a cool story. Just kind of met up and thought.
It was one of the first songs we wrote together.
Yeah.
So you write together then, that's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm getting at there. So it's kind of collaborative. Or who has the ideas? How does that work?
Well, he has most of the ideas. There are odd things I'm like, this sounds really pretty, and then he takes it and changes it completely and makes it pretty and special and nice, when I'm there
Okay.
like my basic chords, like I can't play guitar.
So when you play live, generally, do you not play guitar then, Becki? You just sing?
There are a few
I
songs.
play quite a lot of songs, to be fair, on me. I play guitar on basic chords just to underline, and then he'll play solos and
Sure.
do all sorts of fancy things.
just to complement each other, really.
Yeah,
Sure, and if that works together, then that's brilliant.
sounds good.
I was going to ask you something. We were talking bizarrely about your dog.
My dog, yes.
In between while we were listening
My
to that
little
track.
dog.
And your dog, his birthday is coming up soon.
It is. It's on 26th of December, Boxing Day.
26, so we should dedicate a song for your dog, really, shouldn't we?
Actually, I'd be really happy to do that.
Mark
I love
knows
my
someone-
dog.
Lonely Pup in the Christmas Shop springs to mind.
Well, Mark, I can rely on you for all that useless trivia. And
Thank you.
If we don't have it, are you prepared to sing it?
Who, me?
Yes?
Yeah.
I can supply you with chords.
Just give me a G, that'd be fine. I don't know the rest, I only know that one line.
Well, wait, I'll find out the words for you, Mark, before the end of the show.
Actually, I think I might know the chords.
Oh, that's very sad. And it's somebody else's birthday on Boxing Day, isn't it?
It is.
And I'm in dog years and human years, I'm 4 years older than Becky's dog.
Trying to find out what your age is in...
In dog years?
In dog years.
Probably about 173 probably, or something
Probably.
like that. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. Would you like to, would you do another song for us,
We'd
please?
love to. We were going to do something a little bit sort of chilled,
A
calmer,
bit softer
by
for
Simon
you.
Garfunkel.
Okay.
Should we say what it is, or
Oh no, just off
Like
you
you
go.
Let's just play it. Let's
see
just,
if you know? See if you
you'll
recognise
know
it.
it. Everybody knows it.
Cheers.
When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. When you're down and out, when you're on the street, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes and pain is all around, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Sail on, silver girl, sail on by. Your time has come to shine. All your dreams are
Thank you so much. So, if you've just tuned in, you are listening to the PM Music Cafe with me, Paul Simons, and Mark Feltwell on Radio Plus. And that was Becki and the Dove, and that was amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And it kind of just took me back. Because just for the record, by the way, Mark, you've worked out on 420 in dog years.
You are.
Thank you for that.
No
that
problem.
took me back to being a young teenager and really discovering Paul Simon for the first time. With a name like Paul Simons, then kind of like I was like sort of hardwired to like his music, and that was probably the first album that I bought from them, and then kind of bought their back catalogue after that.
I've just had that album passed down to me actually on vinyl.
So good. Actually, mine's got a scratch on it because, a long story, but I borrowed my mate's before I bought mine. I scratched it, gave it him back, and then I bought my copy. And he said, "Oh no, I'll have the new one." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Tactical.
It's there anyway. But yes, so how do you select? How do you choose the songs that you choose to cover? Because that, Becki, if I could say, it suited your voice perfectly. I thought. So.
I did that. I was in a church band a while ago.
Okay.
And we tried to do that song, and it didn't particularly go to plan, we don't think. But we suggested it because we always do songs for my mum. We always do songs my mum likes, my mum enjoys. But we don't really do stuff, we've never really done stuff that my dad loves. And my dad is a massive Simon and Garfunkel fan. He loves Simon and Garfunkel.
Sure.
And I said, why don't we do Bridge Over Troubled Water? And Andy was like, I'm learning that. And sort of came together very nicely.
It's a bit of a challenge on the guitar chord-wise, so it's good practice for me as well.
Yeah, we just sort of take songs that we both like or think will suit my voice or suit Andy's guitar playing, and we sort of try to change them a little bit maybe, or cover them straight, depending on where we're aiming to play them. Because if you're playing them at the pubs, you do straight covers because that's what drunk people want to listen to. They want to be dancing and having a good time. But we like doing the slower stuff. We do Fleetwood Mac, Landslide, and we do a few slower ones as well.
Quite a variance, and then we'll rock up a bit of Stevie Wonder or a bit of ABBA even.
Yeah.
You know, it always goes down well at the pub or in parties. So.
And so what kind of artists would you say influenced you? Let's start with Andy.
Ooh, well,
probably
looking at me,
now.
I'm a massive classic rock guy. I mean, I was brought up on Zeppelin. Van Halen's going to be my favourite band for a guitarist, but you know, quite a variance. I love, I could give you a huge list, but I indulge in a bit of classical here and there. Love blues music, but yeah, if I had to give you a top 5. I don't think I could. That's a bit of pressure.
Oh, don't ask him that.
Let's put pressure on him. What's your top 5?
What's your top 5?
Whitesnake could be in there. Van
Halen.
Bit of Whitesnake.
I'm under pressure now.
Don't do this to him.
No, there's
Give you some thinking
good
time,
bands.
Andy.
I mean,
have some thinking time, Becki. Who are your influencing artists?
I have a very varied music taste. I've been brought up with lots of different styles. Like my dad listens to Simon and Garfunkel. My mum's more of a Zeppelin fan.
Excellent.
That's the way around it should be.
Massive Zeppelin fan. But I'm very into Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran. A guy called Lewis Watson.
Oh yes.
Frank Hamilton. Don't know if anybody's heard of Frank Hamilton.
He's a racing driver. Oh, that's Lewis Hamilton.
That's his brother.
He's fantastic.
I've seen Lewis Watson a couple of times actually.
Lewis Watson's wonderful. I'm a very big fan of Lewis Watson. I think he's fantastic. I know his girlfriend's brother.
He's from Northampton, isn't he?
Links.
So he's not far away.
He's fantastic. I do like a bit of rock music. I'm a massive Alter Bridge fan. I love Alter Bridge. I went to see Slash and Mars Kennedy and the Conspirators a few weeks ago, and I freaked out because Mars Kennedy was there, and I got a bit excited myself. But yeah, I love Alter Bridge. Alter Bridge are my favourite band, I think.
I went to see them last year. They're amazing.
Did you?
They're fantastic.
I was like
amazing.
that far.
Oh, well, yeah. Is that because no one else was there?
That's right. Yeah. So I pushed my way to the front.
Excellent, good. And that's a great classic T-shirt you're wearing there, Becki.
Thank you.
Work on radio, but it is Pink Floyd for those who got it, which is one of my favourite bands.
What album though? Test you. What album?
Which? Well, it's Dark Side of the Moon.
There we go. There wasn't really much of. It wasn't hard, was it?
No, not from where I'm sitting. I can see it. So it's all right. Okay, fine. So as a teen, you were either into kind of girly pop stuff, or you were into like Zeppelin and Floyd.
It's quite a mixture.
I kind of went more down the prog rock route than the straight rock route, but I like Zeppelin as well. So yeah, good stuff. Okay, we've got. Sorry, Andy, have you got anywhere near the rest of your top 5 yet?
You kind of said some of mine. Alter Bridge are great. I'm into a guy called Philip Sayce, who not many people know.
No.
He's
like a blues guitarist. He's got Richie Kotzen's got to be another favourite of mine. Just phenomenal guitar players. But really, anything with a good guitar sound in it, and I'm happy.
Just guitars.
And you were saying about the chord the chord work for Bridge Over Troubled Water is quite
it's
demanding
quite
for it.
fiddly.
I love when artists come into set and actually watch them play, and you've parked yourself behind the screen and I can't see on this one, so I'm going to move myself for the next song. Then you're going to tell me it's really straightforward guitar in the next song. What would you like to... well, you've got two choices, really. We could play one of your recorded tracks, or we could get to sing again. It's totally up to you.
We shall. I'm like taking charge here. I think we should play "We Are the Strongest." We've put on our. I think we've put. Did you
I believe so. I do hope so.
I hope Andy's put it on there. It's quite long, but it's. I think with the song we're most proud of her.
We can. There's no problem. We can play it. It's only 7 minutes. I don't have a problem with playing 7-minute songs.
No, we could play.
I do have a problem when I can't find my cursor. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Play Stairway after that, or Bohemian Rhapsody.
We played two
November
last
Rain.
week. We compete to play the longest song. We play all kinds of stuff.
Play Freebird.
Yeah, of course we can.
We've got loads of
I tell you what,
Freebird.
Why don't we play Becki and the Dove instead?
Let's do that.
We are the strongest. Here we go.
We were overwhelmed by what we saw. A perfect world coming crashing down. Reality ruining faces. Lives totally destroyed. We were the fallen. We were picked. Healed of the pavement. Don't worry, no one else. We are the bravest. We never not letting anyone else destroy Nothing seemed right after what she told me. Nothing fell into place. The war had started. No one would give their place. We were the fallen. We were are the fallen. We are the bravest. We are the broken. We are the strongest.
Fantastic, thank you for that. And that's a track from your EP, which I have in my hand here, called City Freaks. And as you've told me, it tells you inside when it was released, which was the 7th of July. And so what led you to put together a CD and an EP then? What was the plan behind that?
Damn, you've got me. Again.
We had like just started working together and we're like, right, we need something to really like make us different to everybody else, and nobody in the rugby area had really done that in such short a space of time, so we allocated 6 weeks to do this EP, and we were like, right, we're going to do it in 6 weeks and we're going to see how it turns out. And actually it turned out quite well.
So in that 6 weeks we wrote the songs.
We wrote the songs, we recorded them, we've gigged them in that time as well. We've
done all the artwork. I drew the picture on the front myself.
Did you?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Quite handy with a bit of a biro and that. So
yeah. Very good.
Yeah, but a lot of pressure and quite a lot of stress. But
so I guess it's a way to get yourselves out there, isn't it? People to know who you are.
You can send it to radio stations, to festivals. We found it really good to send it to festivals when you're applying for festivals.
Did you do the Godiva this year?
We didn't. We're hoping we can do it this year. Though.
Sure,
we've been applying for festivals, so
yeah.
If you don't, well, just stay in touch with the show. That's all I can say. We have a stage at the Godiva, so you'd be more than welcome to come play for us. So, what was going to talk to you about? Oh, yes. So, you talked about all the gigs you've been doing. What have you got lined up? Is this a busy time of year for you?
Very.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. This week, yesterday was the calm before the storm. Now, this week, we're just going to literally gig every night. We're gigging tomorrow night at the Duncown Rugby, which is one of our favourite places to gig. We have a music night there every last Sunday
of the month.
Friday, we are in Leamington at the Grand Union with a guy called Joe Dolman. Which is always a good time. We like Joe. He's very good. Really, really nice.
Saturday is the day after that, and then we'll be at the Checkers in Swinford. Which will be a new venture for us. We've not been there yet, and looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Got a good set written for that one.
Right, we've got a few parties in, so it should be a good night for us.
Should be a lively one, yeah.
And then Sunday, what's Sunday?
Christmas shopping on Sunday.
Oh yeah, we're going Christmas shopping on Sunday.
Excellent. It's really little time for Christmas shopping.
Yeah.
I think by Sunday I might start thinking about doing some Christmas shopping.
At least consider.
I won't do it, but I mean, think about it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And then
Plan
Tuesday, going to Harry Potter World.
Oh, ace.
Mark's have you been, Mark?
I've been there, yeah.
Mark's been
I've
there.
not been.
I've seen the pictures. Yes.
You have, yeah?
I am
Proof.
more than I think I'm more excited for Harry Potter World than I am for Christmas. So I'm not gonna lie.
Well, this time of year as well, they'll have snow there.
I know. I'm so excited. All the Great Hall will be done. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm a little bit of a Harry Potter freak.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. And how about Hobbit? Is that kind of float your boat as well?
I'm not a big.
You're not a big Hobbit fan.
I went to see that the other day.
Yes, good. I'm glad you did. I'm trying to persuade my daughter to go with me. I've been stood up twice by her, but we're working on it. So we will see it.
No, my
Christmas.
brother likes them. I think Nathan likes them, but
And if you haven't
fan.
been to see Nativity 3 yet,
I shan't bother.
it's pants. I mean, sorry, I'm sure it's very good for some people. However, I didn't do it for me, but I do love Nativity 1 and 2, which is set in the fair city of Coventry.
It
filmed
is.
at Parkgate Junior School, which is about a mile from where I live.
Yes.
And
I know one of the kids that's in it.
Do you?
Yes.
There you go. Some blue coat people were in it. Blue coat.
Yeah.
Choir as well. Okay, sure. And 1 and 2 were tremendous, and 3 really isn't. But there you go. Anyway, so how about another song? What have you got lined up?
Yeah, we
Go
can
on
do
then.
another song. Why not? This one?
Yes.
I'm excited if it's that one that I can read
It's
upside
that
down.
one.
We'll liven up a little.
We always
Can
get
we
people
dance?
to. You
Oh,
can.
well, that would
We
be
always get people to guess this
advised.
one because we tend to do quite a long intro on
Yeah.
it. So
Okay,
There you
so
go.
it's all yours. Fantastic, thank you. Oh, that was fabulous. Oh dear, I was smiling all the way through that. Mark will know of my love of ABBA.
You love it, don't you?
Not.
It's been to see the musical at least 3 times.
No, once. I'll tell you a story. I'll tell you a story about that afterwards. Because right now we're coming up for the news, and so it'd be great if you stick around afterwards.
Thank you.
Plus life, plus music, plus community on 101.5. This is Radio Plus.
Well, this is Mark.
Sounds like Vic Reeves spinning, but it's not. I had to spin like a whirlpool that never
Close,
goes.
but absolutely nowhere
I
near.
know it's not. How we wish you Merry
Got
Christmas.
a bit more of that going on. So fabulous. So anyway, this heralds actually the second half of tonight's 3-halved show.
Excellent.
I'm not sure you can have 3
Yes,
halves in a
you
show,
can, you
but
can.
there you go. So the second hour, and there's a fantastic, there is more fantastic stuff coming up, is what I tried to say, rather than fantastic more. So we've got a little bit more of Becki and the Dove, because they've very kindly agreed not to leave. In fact, we've locked them in, so they can't go anywhere.
Got no choice.
No, absolutely. From about 8:30, we're hoping to have both halves of Martin and Claire now, which I did announce as one half of.
That's a
earlier
relief.
on. That'd be great. So one half is here, along with an accompanying musician. That's great. And then from about 9:10, we'll be joined by the Polaris in our live room for a live room session this evening. And they are getting ready in the background, as we can see. So all of that and much more to come. So, Mark, I think it's the time of the show when you do something like this.
Bullish.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Radio Plus. Radio Plus. 101.5. It's for life, not just for Christmas. Radio Plus Weather. Radio Plus Weather.
Brought to you courtesy of the Met Office.
I was waiting there for the right jingle to come in. Excellent.
Sorry, I gave you an extra jingle.
You did.
Just to give you time to collect your thoughts.
Well, this is apparently still a regional weather forecast. Well,
Okay,
I'll
go
keep
on then.
reading it out.
Go on.
Cloudy, windy, mild with rain, mainly across the hills, because there are lots of those in Coventry. This evening and tonight it will be cloudy and mild overnight with an increasingly westerly breeze. There will also be some rain too, mainly in the north, becoming persistent and perhaps heavy over the Derbyshire hills, where fog is likely, with a minimum temperature of 9 degrees. And tomorrow, very cloudy, damp and mild through the day, with light rain or drizzle at times. Rain may become more persistent later, and windy with a touch of gales, with a maximum temperature of 14 degrees. So get your suntan lotion out.
That's it. That's all you have to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm still concerned about Derbyshire Hills being involved in Coventry.
Perhaps
and
they've
Warwickshire
migrated for the winter.
forecast. Well, come south, you mean,
Yeah.
because it's warmer here.
That's it, yeah.
14 degrees. Do you have any hills in Rugby, guys?
Ooh,
Apart from little ones.
Little
there might
ones.
be one in our garden actually. We've
Okay.
got a bit of a mound
Yeah,
thing
they're
going on.
a bit
Yeah.
around, yeah.
So what's likely to happen in their garden on that hill then?
It's probably like to be
Lots of
foggy.
snow.
Foggy.
Snow, perhaps.
Keep
You can
an eye
ski.
out for that.
over higher
Let's
ground.
go to bogganing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've got
Okay.
Mount Judd down the road as well.
Oh, Mount Judd, that's in Nuneaton.
It is.
Yeah, or Tuttle Hill.
Or
as
Tuttle
it's
Hill,
called.
that's
Tuttle,
right, yeah.
Tuttle Hill, as they say in Nuneaton. Excellent, good. Well, I'm so glad that we're filled in with all of that. Yes, we normally do, actually for visitors in the studio, we very often get bored of weather in Coventry and do random weather from somewhere sunny and hot, just because we do the weather inside the studio, which is generally always warm and dry.
It is.
Generally, not always.
Miserable and wet.
Absolutely. Anyway, enough of that rubbish. We're back with Becki and the Dove. So it's really great to have you in this evening. And
Thank
you tell us about all the work that you're doing. What's next for you as a musical act? Do you think then?
The world. No.
The world. Wembley. Yes, it is.
That's what I said.
We always want to progress quite quickly. Just literally getting as many gigs and getting our name out there as quickly as we can and as widely spread as we can. We're trying to break out of rugby now, so this is nice for us to be not me in
absolutely.
rugby. As much as we love rugby, it's you see a lot of the same. We want to see everywhere.
Yeah,
we want to
new people to meet.
eventually get out of Britain and just do Europe and then the world, take on the world.
Absolutely. There's no reason why we can't.
Maybe
so
tomorrow the world.
what's the plan? I mean, from EP album in the
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
hoping album
talks of
next
an
year.
album next year.
excellent, good. And is that all going to be your own material?
Oh yeah,
Definitely. Yeah.
Probably like one cover at the end because we can't resist our little covers, can we?
Well, we do like ABBA a fair bit.
Yeah.
you
So,
like ABBA a fair bit.
And so when you're gigging, then do you you mix both as you're doing this evening? Then I guess.
Yeah, cater it to the individual gig, I guess.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sort of have a look at the crowd and see what
See how drunk they are, how not drunk they are, and then make a decision from there.
change the set to what would suit it the best.
You write like a standard set. We've written like a standard set, which is like, and we just swap it and move it around.
Sure. Depends how it goes on the night, I guess.
Yeah,
as well.
definitely.
So, good stuff. Okay, I'm happy for you to either sing again or we could play another track off
Play
that you've given us.
We
Actually,
recorded this
Go on,
track
tell us about this.
at a shed pub
Okay.
in Littleworth called the Forge and Flagon.
Okay.
They're fantastic. A guy called Neil Williams booked it for us. He was my music teacher.
Okay.
And he's fantastic. He guided us towards Smudge and Mandy, and they recorded this for us with a guy called Craig.
Craig Ryan, yeah.
Craig did all the
Production.
Production, that's the
Pressing
word
of
I
the
was looking
buttons
for.
Well, tell
all
us
the
what
hard
track we're
work.
talking about.
We're talking about War Is Over by John Lennon.
I thought it might be, which is good. So, so what made you choose that song then?
Nobody else really covers it. We haven't really heard many good covers of it.
We've been learning Christmas songs ourselves for the upcoming gigs and such, and that song just was a bit of again, for me, a bit of fiddly chords. John Lennon's pretty good at songwriting. So.
Yeah, he has a certain
Yeah.
reputation. So, okay. And so that was presumably as well as Santa Claus is coming to town, there are other things in your Christmas
There
repertoire.
are. We've got All I Want for Christmas, obviously.
Yes.
Everybody does that song. And what's that other song? I always get confused with the Wizard one.
We've done Slade.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
The classic. And what else have we done? There's
Yes.
So,
Silent Night.
Mark, let me just ask Mark, what
Hello.
year was the Slade track? I've forgotten the title of it now. What year was it number one?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's the one. What year was it number one?
It's probably
We had this in a quiz at work today.
way
and
before I was
I
born.
got it right.
Was it 70 something?
Go. Yeah,
Um,
that's good.
75.
Oh, close. 73.
73.
However, you should know what was number one in 1975
Bohemian
at
Rhapsody.
Christmas. It was indeed.
And also
again-
1991.
Oh, right. That was one of the quiz questions, and I got it wrong because it said what was the Christmas number one in 1975 and 1980 something, and I hadn't put in my head that there could be something else number one at Christmas that wasn't a Christmas song.
You know, it's the only track ever to have Christmas number one twice.
No,
Apparently,
but I
it was.
do now.
Yeah,
But thank you for that. Okay.
My pleasure.
We're not playing it tonight, are we? Because it's
Oh.
about another 10-minute song. Okay.
6.5.
So, pedantic. Happy Christmas, War Is Over. This is Becki and the Dove.
So this is Christmas. What have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas. I hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. And so this is Christmas, the weak and full strong, the rich and the poor. The world is so wrong, and so happy Christmas for black and for white, for yellow and red ones. Let's stop all the fight. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one have we done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so happy Christmas, we hope you have fun. The near and the dear one, the old and the young, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one without any fear. War is over if you want it. War is over now. War is over if you want it. War is over now.
Thank you. That's a lovely rendition, I would suggest, of that. I think you've. I don't say just say this because you're here, but you seem to choose songs that absolutely suit your voice, Becki,
you.
and obviously your guitar playing. So, who were the other musicians on there? You mentioned that briefly. What did you
Neil
do?
Williams played Con on it and did backing vocals.
Yep.
My lovely mother did backing vocals on it as well, and as did Andy. And that was it. It was just us
Yeah,
and Neil and my mum and Andy.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. It's been a real privilege to hear that. And now we've got it on the system there. I'm not sure we'll be able to play it till next Christmas, actually, will I? But-
Yeah. Well, we could try and sneak it in, couldn't we? We could do a Christmas show in March.
we could. Why not?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Anyway, Mark, more importantly, even than that, is a serious question I have to ask you,
Okay.
which is, what hides in the bakery at Christmas?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. I'd like an answer, please. One more time.
I can't think of anything
What
quick.
hides in the bakery at Christmas?
What hides in the bakery at Christmas?
Yes. Would you like the answer?
Yeah, go on then.
Mince pies.
Oh, I thought it had something to do with mince pies.
Well, so we didn't offer
I should have
it
just
up,
said
did
it, shouldn't I?
That's terrible.
That's like the cheese you can hide a horse in, isn't it?
It's yes.
Mascarpone.
Oh dear. This is. I should have asked. I asked for that one, didn't I? I walked right into that one. Okay. We could ask a very important question of our guests this evening, couldn't we?
We could. I almost let on what it was then.
You
didn't
did, didn't you? Actually, yeah. So unfortunately, Martin will hear this, and he'll have like an hour to prepare for the answer to this question. But you guys, Andy and Becki, if you'd like to answer this question now, are you ready?
Oh, yes.
Oh, do you need
I'm
your
scared.
headphones
I
on?
might need to put the faders on so I can hear it.
Well, yes, or they put headphones on either way.
Oh, yeah.
But,
Do that.
Okay.
Pop your headphones
put
on.
your headphones
Have a
on.
listen.
Piercings.
This is professional now. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
I'm ready.
What's your favourite cheese?
That's a... yeah, I know straight away.
Oh, come on, Andy. I like your
I'm a cheese guy. I love them.
Yeah.
It's got to be Stilton.
Stilton.
On
Good
a
man.
bit of steak, you know.
Stilton,
Or
blue
yeah.
Stilton or ordinary
Blue.
Stilton?
Either.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not prejudiced
No,
to my
good.
cheeses.
That's fine.
This
Becki.
is a really bad question for me because I don't eat cheese.
Not Stinking Bishop yet, then.
No stinking bishops yet. It's a massive missed part of your education.
It goes great with most
Yeah, I
foods,
get this
almost
stuff from him all the
everything.
time.
Yeah,
So
you should eat cheese.
I
We
would
did-
be sick everywhere.
We did, and we did have a whole band in the other week, and none of them like cheese.
No.
Wow.
Not one of them. That's not really
No, I'm not a
acceptable.
big fan.
I'd say.
Has to
Okay.
be said.
Well, one of you are. One of you is. One of you are. Whichever. Pick your own grammar on the show.
Just make it up like we do.
Absolutely. No, thank you for answering that question. That's really important to us on this show, and it's contractual that we should ask that question, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Only because we said so.
I
In our
remember being
contract.
told about this question when Andy played him for Rosie.
Did you ask the cheese question? You
It
must
was
have, because I'd
asked.
gone by
I must
then.
have done.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done.
Yeah,
And was
because
it
I
still
remember
Stilton?
Still keeping the tradition going.
Excellent.
Good man.
I'm glad.
I remember being told about other band members' answers, and I thought I found them quite funny because I know them all.
And the thing is, though, like with the Polaris tonight, who've got no idea we're going to do
No.
this, we'll say that right to the very
Poor
end of the
them.
show. They've had a sensible interview. They'll have played loads of music, and then we'll just hit them with "What's your favourite cheese?" And they'll go, "Oh!" like rabbits in the headlight. There you go. But unfortunately, these guys sitting in the corner here have already heard that one tonight. So, okay, I reckon we've got time for one last song, if that's okay. Unless you don't want to do one last song.
Andy can choose one, because otherwise I'll panic.
Oh,
go on.
You're going to choose the one I hate, aren't you? Oh, dear.
Right.
Can we all sing along?
I haven't got words for it.
Oh, you know.
Your mum's here, so she could sing along.
Bit backing vocals.
Bless.
We had a studio guest in who did this the other week as well.
Did we?
Because I requested it.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that. I'm not doing that one.
We're not doing that.
No.
We're not doing that anyway. So
Surprise song.
Tell you what, Paul, you sing that
song.
one.
If you sing that, I'll play a different one. And we'll make our own.
that's what
song.
normally happens when I'm here to sing. So, would you like?
Yes, I know what it is.
Would you like an interlude? I tell you what, I'm going to give you an interlude, and you can have a discussion and choose what you'd like to play. Fantastic. That's another one of our Advent calendars for you as we gear up to something that's happening next week, Mark. I can't believe everybody's this excited about my birthday.
I know.
It's amazing.
I know,
isn't
it happens every year.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, before that, it's Jesus' birthday.
It is.
And,
He's slightly older than you.
I don't know what day it is next week now. I'm lost totally. Is it Thursday, Christmas Day?
Yes, it is, yes. So your birthday was
So
Friday.
by my calculation, Becky, that's 8 sleeps till Christmas. But you were
wow,
talking
I
about
was
9 or
wrong.
10. That might be my
Silly
birthday.
people
You're
telling me.
thinking about my birthday.
That's just so you miss it.
Yeah.
You're
So
telling me wrong things.
you wake up Saturday morning and go, where's Christmas? Oh, I missed it.
Did I miss it?
There you go. I reckon it's 8 sleeps. If there are any children out there listening, yes, I'd go with 8. Actually, I'll go with about 5 because then you can
Just to
start
be
playing
safe.
up for 3 days,
That's it.
as my kids used to. Anyway, what would you like to finish up with? Finish up
You
for us with this
introduce.
evening.
I've actually forgotten the name of the song. I remember the chorus.
Typical guitarist.
I don't. Carry on. You know, have a
It's I
domestic.
Feel Good by James Brown.
I forgot the
excellent.
name. Ready?
I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel good. I knew that I would now. So good. I got you. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, I got you. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I can do no wrong. When I hold you in my arms, my love can do you no harm. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, I got you. When I hold you in my arms, I know that I can do no wrong. When I hold you in my arms, my love can do you no harm. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. I feel nice, like sugar and spice. So nice, I got you. I feel good. I knew that I would. I feel
two people playing the guitar all at once there. So that's fantastic. Thank you ever so much, guys. I really
you.
appreciate that. And thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
I hope you'll stay in touch with the show.
We will.
We shall.
will,
And
definitely.
I hope when you get the day right, you have a fantastic Christmas as well.
Thank you.
That'd be absolutely brilliant. So thanks so much for coming in, and we'll see you again hopefully soon. So, Mark,